So guys, in the last videos we have seen relationships in Java. Overall, in Java, three types of relationships we are having. First one is has a relationship, second one is a relationship, and the third one is uses a relationship. Already in the previous videos we have seen has a relationship. In has a relationship, what we are getting there, associations we have seen. There are four types of associations: one-to-one association, one-to-many association, many-to-one association, many-to-many association. Already we have seen these many associations. The main advantage of these associations is to improve data navigation between entities and to provide communication between entity classes. Next one is two forms of associations already we have seen, that is composition, and another one is which one? Aggregation. In a composition we are getting strong binding between entities, container and content, strong binding. If we close container, content is also be closed. Similarly, like aggregation we have seen weak binding in the sense which one there, if we close container, then still there is a chance of existing contained object. So this type of things already we have seen, composition and aggregation and their differences also we have seen. Now in this video we are going to see directly is a relationship. In this video we are going to see which one is a relationship. Right sir, this is the point here we are going to understand. What is this is a relationship actually? What is the meaning of this is a relationship now? So it will provide inheritance between entity classes. It will provide inheritance between entity classes. Good. What exactly this inheritance actually? What is the meaning of this inheritance actually? Inheritance in a Java. What exactly the meaning of inheritance? What is the definition for this inheritance? Just I want to give a small definition. It is a relation between entity classes. It is a relation between entity classes. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class in order to reuse that variables and methods. So what exactly the meaning of inheritance? If you observe there, it is a relation between entity classes. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class in order to reuse. Now here I want to give some terminology. It is a relation between entity classes. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class. Here one class, that is which one can know? Super class. Here one class is which one can know? Is a super class. Good. Or maybe parent class. Super class or parent class. And another class is which one can know? Another class is subclass or we may call it as which one? Child class. Either subclass or child class. So it is a relation between entity classes. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class in order to reuse. That means one class is which one? Super class, and another class is which one? Can know? Subclass. Right sir. The main advantage of inheritance is which one? Code reusability. The main advantage of inheritance is code reusability. Code reusability is the main advantage of inheritance. How can we say code reusability is the main advantage of inheritance actually? See, for example, whatever the data we want to reuse, whatever the code we want to reuse, try to declare that code in superclass and reuse the same code in all the subclasses as per our requirement. So this is nothing but code reusability. I will take one simple example. Through that example I will explain how code reusability is coming. For example, I want to prepare a software for an organization. I want to prepare a Java software, Java application for an enterprise, for an organization. Inside this organization, number of employee levels are available. So I want to represent all the employee levels. Now what are the various employee levels are available in any organization? We can understand these employee levels like which one here? Manager is one level, accountant is another level, maybe engineers are available, like different departments and different like employee levels are available. So if you want to prepare an application for an organization, inside this application we have to specify all these employee levels directly. But how we are going to provide these employee levels directly? If we come for this point, in object orientation we are able to represent all these employee levels by taking which one classes. Entities are going to be represented in the form of which one? Classes. So I want to take a class. This is a class manager, for example. Class manager. Inside this class manager, what we are going to have there? Int employee number. Every employee should have an employee number. It's okay, fine. Next one is which one there? String employee name. E-name is available. Next one is which one? Float employee salary is available. Next one is what? Next one here, string employee address is existed. At the same time we are going to have a method public void get emp details method is available. Here we can think of it. Here we are going to write might be nearly 100 lines of code. For example point of view I am telling there. So this is manager class. If you want to represent this in the form of coding part, now if you want to represent manager employee level in the form of coding part, this is a class here we have to take. In this way only here we are going to take our manager class now. Similarly I want to go for which one here? Accountant also be here I want to represent. So here I want to take which one here? No, accountant. Accountant is also be having employee number, employee name, employee salary and employee address and get EMP details method. Get EMP details method. Everything is existed here. Next one is after completion of this. After completion of this, I want to take one more employee level. That employee level would be which one here? And so on. Might be number of employee levels are available here. It's not like only 3 employee levels. In an organization, n number of employee levels are available. And I want to represent another employee level is like which one here? Not like manager. This is like which one here? No, engineer. Engineer is also be one of the employee level. Engineer is also be having which one here? Employee number, employee name, employee salary and employee address and get EMP details method is also be existed directly. Right, sir. Now these are the 3 employee levels here we have taken. But now here I have a question. What about my question now? If you observe this class manager and accountant and engineer in all 3 classes, a set of variables and methods here I have taken. A set of variables and methods I have taken. Good. How many sets of variables and methods I have taken? Are they same or different classes, different variables and methods at each and every class now? Are they same or not? Definitely they are same. Same number of variables and methods and same number of variables and methods here we have taken all 3 classes. Means that same variables and methods we declared in the sense automatically duplicate code is increased. Automatically code duplication is increased here. So but code duplication is not at all suggestible in our application development. As much as possible we have to reduce the duplicate code. As much as possible we have to reduce the duplicate code. So duplicate code is not at all suggestible in our applications. As much as possible we have to reduce our duplicate code. If you want to reduce our duplicate code, then we have to provide which one? Code reusability. Then we have to go for which one? Code reusability. If you want to achieve this code reusability, then we have to go for which one here? Inheritance relationship now. There we have to go for which one? Inheritance relationship. Right, sir. How we are going to define this inheritance relationship now? Anyway, to improve code reusability in this example, I want to take one simple example here, simple analysis I want to provide, simple solution I want to provide. Try to recognize this solution. What was the solution here? Try to recognize this. Now, I want to take a generalized class, very generic class here I want to take. What is a generalized class here? I want to take class employee, a generalized class here I want to take. Inside this class employee generalized class, whatever the variables and methods which are very common at each and every implementation class, at each and every class, at each and every employee level class, whatever the variables and methods which are very common, try to keep these common variables and methods inside which one? No, our general class. our generalized class. Now let me check this clearly. Int ENO. Next one is which one? Then after that, string E name. Then after that, float E cell. Then after that, string E edit here. After completion of this, and void get emp details method here we have to provide. Now here we are having nearly 100 lines of code here we are having here. 100 lines of code is existed here. That's fine. Like this here we are having which one here no? Like commonalities here. At each and every class, whatever the common variables and methods are available and which are already declared inside our employee class, now try to remove them. Try to remove them, but we have to get the same set of variables and methods from which one can employee class by establishing the relation between manager class and employee class. What exactly the relation here we are going to be established between manager class and employee class now? Here that relationship would be which one can extends relation in the case of Java. In the case of Java, which relationship is existed here no? Extends relation is available. Class manager extends employee means that whatever the variables and methods we declared inside this employee, automatically these variables and methods are coming to which one there no? Manager class directly. Similarly, the same process here we have to do coming to the class accountant here. Which variables and methods are already we declared inside this employee class as a common variables and methods now, and try to remove that variables and methods inside this accountant class and try to get that variables and methods from directly which one can know employee class. Why? Because already in employee class we declared number of variables and methods directly. Now similarly in a class engineer class, here also be same variables and methods already we declared inside this employee class no. Try to remove that variables and methods from engineer class and try to get that variables and methods from which one can know employee class to this engineer class directly. Right sir. Now extends is a relation. Java has provided a separate keyword to represent this inheritance relation. That keyword is which one can know extends. Extends keyword is existed here. By using this extends keyword we are able to represent inheritance relation between two classes, and here in this example extends relation is making employee class is superclass and manager class is which one subclass. If manager class is a subclass to this employee superclass there, here we need to provide which one can know directly here what we have to provide there, just to reuse variables and methods here directly now. Variables and methods we can reuse that. We can reuse variables and methods here inside this manager class. Similarly inside this accountant class, just what we have to do there, we have to reuse again variables and methods here. Vars and methods here we have to reuse. Right sir. Why? Because already one time we declared them, then we can reuse that. So here also the same thing, variables and methods here we have to reuse. Reuse vars and methods directly now. So if we reuse these variables and methods here directly, automatically here we are able to get which one can know, we are able to improve code reusability. Now observe this example here. In this example, how many times that variables and methods here are declared? In the previous cases now, 3 classes we have taken, 3 times we declared variables and methods at each and every class. But after getting solution, only one time we declared these variables and methods. The same set of variables and methods we have reused in number of classes there now. So one time declaration, but we can utilize any number of times here. So we can declare only one time, but we can reuse that any number of times now. So inside the superclass we are going to declare variables and methods which we want to reuse, and inside the child classes try to reuse that variables and methods which are provided by the respective superclass. Now in this analysis part, so inheritance relationship here we provided, so definitely here we have to represent superclass and subclasses content here. We have to represent which one? Superclasses and subclasses here we have to represent. So employee class is which one can know? Is a superclass. Employee class is which one can know? Is a superclass. Employee class is a superclass, and manager class is which one can know? Is a subclass. Manager class is one subclass, and accountant class is also be which one can know? A subclass. Here we have to understand. And engineer class is also be which one can know? A subclass. A subclass. These are the subclasses here. If we declare variables and methods inside a superclass, the same set of variables and methods we can reuse inside our subclasses clearly. So here superclass is available, variables and methods. In the corresponding subclasses here we are able to reuse same set of variables and methods. So this is the meaning of which one here, no? Code reusability. This is what exactly the meaning of which one? Code reusability. So here the main advantage of inheritance is which one here? Code reusability. And moreover, inheritance relationship is representing clearly parent to child kind of relationship. Whatever the properties and methods which are available with the parent, no, same way properties and methods automatically they will come to which one? They know child classes in order to reuse. So because of that reason, the main advantage of inheritance is which one here? Code reusability is the main advantage here we have to identify.